Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And I know there are many reasons why people are in this space. Some people are here to make some fast money, and some are here to diversify their investments, a kind of savings for the future, taking a chance on the ROI. And that is a solid reason to be here. And also, too, people have a passion for the world-changing technology. And allow me to add just one more reason why I am here. And it is often because I like to point out the misconceptions of XRP and the company Ripple. You can call it fighting FUD. That's, I guess, okay. But really, I think it wasn't until I personally was schooled, for believing a lot of the misinformation that is out there. And so when you take a look at XRP as a decentralized digital asset, there are many use cases, many. In fact, on this particular beautiful graphics card that's made by @status on Twitter, there are a few more use cases that are popping up now in addition to what you see here. Getting to the truth, backed with facts, has pretty much been my compass. And the bridge currency for instant cross-border settlements, not payments, but settlements, is probably the most widely misunderstood use case by XRP. Yesterday, I began getting lots of direct messages regarding the video that was put out there by Andre Jik. I think it's Jik. Moon Lambo, he does an excellent job in breaking down the 18 points or statements that are completely incorrect. And I honestly think that you may think this is extreme, but just think for a moment. The SEC should take enforcement action against those that spread false information. I mean, that is really protecting the retail investor. Upon putting that out on Twitter, I got a lot of interesting replies. One person said that YouTube is just for entertainment only and don't take it serious. What he says doesn't matter to anybody. Really? It doesn't matter to anybody? You can see he defines himself as a teacher of finance and investing with his YouTube channel. Remember, there are millions of new participants in this space, and it really takes hundreds of hours of research, if not more, to get a grip on the space. And it's changing so fast, being on top of it all, quite honestly, is impossible. And I had another comment that disagreed with me entirely, thinking that I want to silence people from voicing their opinions, whether they're true or not. Well, let me tell you, that is not really the case for me. I think there's a huge difference between opinion and spreading misinformation. I am constantly hearing people tell me that XRP is centralized and that it's going to be used in the Tokyo Olympics. Somebody started that rumor. I don't know who it was. And I'm still getting questions as in just as recent as yesterday. And people believe that it's going to be the world's reserve currency. And people believe it's mined. People believe that Ripple can freeze coins. People believe that we are bots. There was actually a story that was, well, they tried to be serious, that most of the XRP in the community are bots. And even some craziness that the XRP is too fast to be used. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I ran out of room to add more, and I didn't really feel that it was necessary to keep doing a 1 of 5 tweets in the thread. But I think the biggest doozy of all was the self-proclaimed banking expert, Francis Coppola, who wrote an article for Forbes. Notice here, Forbes' former contributor. I don't think she is allowed to write anymore. She said that there wasn't any capital tied up in correspondent banking relationships. The correspondent banking relationship is exactly what XRP disrupts when it comes to cross-border remittances. It can eliminate that. And if you don't believe that there is tied up capital and that it is a problem, I'll just point you to the very top of the banking system, which is the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. And with one simple search, all you need to do is find countless articles, studies, opinion papers from the BIS that points out the expensive cost and the lack of liquidity and the problems that come with it. It is fact. So Frances was way off on her article. And still, after all these years, people are still repeating some of the same mistruths that have been put out there. Andre really believes that the first half of his video was full of facts, and the second half was just his opinion. But per this tweet, you can see in the reaction to the video, Matt Hamilton, whom is the team member on Ripple X, he is, I think, the #1 FUD fighter on Twitter. He pointed out that at the 6-minute, 30-second mark, which is in the first half of the video, that XRP is owned by Ripple and can be changed at a moment's notice. Yeah, this is factually incorrect, and the XRP ledger is decentralized, and Ripple only controls 1 to 2% of the nodes that are subject to the same decentralized governance as everyone else. So when I hear people call XRP a banker's coin, I would like to tell them that the migrant worker will just not agree with them at all. The money that is saved by using XRP, in many cases, the savings on just one remittance can feed a family for up to a couple of days in certain countries. This doesn't matter? I think it does. You see, the most vulnerable have been fleeced for years. XRP allows for the most competitive rates, which really does trickle down and end up in the worker's pocket. These flows exceed 3 times the combined official development assistance, greater than the total foreign direct investment to almost every low and middle income country. A staggering 1 billion people rely on remittances, and that is sending money back home to their families, making up as much as 60% of the household's income. And 75% of remittances are used to put food on the table. I'm going to point you to the ifad.org site for the 10 reasons why remittances matter now more than ever. And I think this one short tweet sums it up for me today. Telling people not to buy something is financial advice. And so why wouldn't the SEC be concerned with people who are doing that? All right, everybody, we're going to jump to some fluff. Today, there's pictures all over Twitter of a line that wraps around the block with a brand new hamburger selection, store, shop, restaurant in Tokyo. And this is in Hachijoji, which is really fun part of Tokyo. It's the west side of Tokyo. And I just got back from the United States, as many of you know, and I couldn't believe the prices of fast food. I went through a couple of fast food lines, particularly ones that I can't get here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fast food fan, but when I do go back to the United States, there's a couple that I really want to go through because there's just, well, nothing like that here. The Beck's Burger is an example, though, of Japan that does burgers very well. And you can get a set for just under $6. That's a drink, a fries, and the hamburgers. In fact, you can get just a hamburger for under $3. And I don't think there was anything like that, comparably speaking. These are gourmet burgers in a fast food style. And look at this, the vanilla shakes are just about $1. So you can imagine why this place has a line. One of the things, though, that it does have that is becoming very much the norm here, even the convenience stores, are these order boards that automatically order and then take your cash and give you back change. They have installed one of those at this new restaurant. And yeah, I think this is just going to be really the wave of the future. I think the order board. When I flew over to the United States, I went through South Korea on my way over, and many of the restaurants in the airport were set up like this too. In Japan, I think the first stores to really do it were the ramen shops and the soba stands. They are very often set up with this kind of a system first. But the one thing I don't think you can substitute an automatic robotic alternative or something that's not human is a dog walker. This is a picture of a very famous dog walker in Tokyo. He often has his picture taken. This was on Friday. That's a lot of dogs. They seem to really have it under control in terms of how to not tangle the leashes. Wow, amazing. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dogs. Wow. And if you do come to Tokyo, I am going to venture to guess you will see a bunny on a leash. There are lots of them. There is one in my neighborhood, and it's just a pretty common sight, really. It's not that rare. But the sight that is rare is a place that is just across from the Olympic Village. This is called Tsukishima Island, and in this neighborhood, which is originally a fishing village of people who came to Tokyo from Osaka 300 some years ago, there is a gentleman who walks his African spurred tortoise. He's famous in that neighborhood. And so if you were to go and visit this central Tokyo neighborhood, you just might see the tortoise walking on the street. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.